Hello, my name is Chelsea Fields. I'm going to talk to you about social media and why I think it's a good thing and persuade you to think the same. We now live in a technological world in which we are constantly discovering new ways to communicate. The days of picking up the old ballpoint pen and piece of college rolled paper and writing a letter to your grade school crush are all but dead. Whether it's a subtweet, status update, or a cleverly captioned picture on Instagram, the capability to connect with hundreds of friends in a matter of seconds is only an internet-based application away. Social media is defined as the means of interaction among people in which they create, share, and exchange information and ideas in virtual communities and networks. Among the most popular of these social networks are Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. A recent study performed by Nielsen Companies showed that internet users spend more time on social media sites than any other website. In fact, the results showed that there was a 37% increase of time spent on social media sites on PCs and mobile devices, from 88 billion minutes in July of 2011 to 121 billion minutes in July of 2012. Another study showed that there was an increase of usage of social media by colleges and universities from 85% in 2009 to 100% in 2012. In order to better understand the gatherings of social media, we must first understand its beginnings. And it all started in 1978 with the introduction of the bulletin board system, BBS, a primitive system that sent information via phone lines and only allowed one user on it at a time. However, it was revolutionary in fact that it was the first program that allowed users to sign in and interact with others. Jump forward to 1994 and launching of GeoCities, the first legitimate social networking site. In 1997, AIM, AOL Instant Messenger, was introduced. It was the revolutionary messaging board-based program that allowed users to create profiles and friend one another for the first time. AIM also featured the away message, which is comparable to today's social networks such as Facebook and Twitter, where you post a status. Then, in the millennium, came Friendster, the catalyst for social networks as we know them today. Within the first 3 months on the internet, Friendster had accumulated over 3 million members, roughly 1 of every 126 internet users. In the following year, social sites began to pop up regularly, including what has now become the most popular social networking site in history. In 2004, Harvard University created the Facebook. It changed its code in 2006, allowing any average Joe with an email address to become a member. By 2008, Facebook had surpassed MySpace as the most widely used social networking site, and in October of 2012, it reached 1 billion users. The most obvious benefit of social media is the speed at which information is spread. It's faster than any other form of media, resulting in 50% of Americans relying on sites such as Twitter for their breaking news updates. In fact, it is almost the #1 source of all that is news, with 27.8 readers compared to 28.8% for the newspaper. Social network played a vital role as a catalyst for the revolution that took place in Egypt during 2011. It allowed the revolutionaries to organize, transmit their messages, and quickly gain international support for their cause. Social media is commonly responsible for the mass spread of misinformation as well. 49% of users reported having been exposed to false news stories. Another benefit of social media is it allows users to strengthen existing relationships and form new friendships. In theory, this should be true. The user can information in minutes that couldn't have been covered in an hour-long conversations. Users can look through pictures and captions that otherwise you would have been in person to experience. Social media allows you to keep tabs on all your friends and family with minimal effort. What social media has shown about us as people that the connection is not comparable to a bond, and that instant and total connection is no substitute. Solitude used to be good for self-reflection, but now we are left thinking about who we are all the time without ever really doing so. Social media denies us of the pleasure of the chance to forget about ourselves and the chance to disconnect. That's kind of a positive. Social media has varying bad effects on academics, but some positive more than others. A study revealed that over 50% of students said that they use these sites to discuss class topics, assignments, and study. However, another study showed that students who participate in social networking on a regular basis have a noticeably GPA of 3.06, and people who don't use it have a 3.82 GPA. As a student, I can relate to how distracting the allure of these sites can be, and so can 60% of the teachers who would agree they serve as a definite distraction to academics. Social media using students also worked less at part-time jobs, in turn made less money, working around 6 hours per week as opposed to 16 hours per week of a typical non-user compartment. The fact of the matter is, social media has become an integral part of our society and shows no plans for slowing down. It's only going to become more advanced and more intrusive as technology advances. To me, I think social media is very advanced but very helpful for society. I use it all the time. Like anything else, it's really up to the user to decide if they would like to use it or not.